Greetings from East Java, Indonesia. My name is Konstantin, and you might know me because I'm running the Modern Guitar Liberation online global academy. I'm a guitar mentor, and today I have a very important and powerful message to my fellow guitar players who are really passionate about being musically free, musically liberated, the way I call it. So here's the deal. There are no magic tricks in our pathway to musical growth. There is all these fancy, shiny, flashy advertisements in social media with all these people who claim that they can offer you the magic recipe that you can basically become God guitar player in like 2 weeks or 2 months or whatever. So my message is, do yourself a favor and just like don't get fooled. Don't get fooled by marketing BS. Okay? So I want you to check out a couple of student case studies that I want to show you in order to communicate this message even further. So here's a video of my student Joe Bazeghi on how he was playing before we started working together. Let's check him out. Here's now Joe right now, through all the work that we have been doing during this period of time. Here's how his musical state looks like right now. So, my point is, Joe didn't follow any magic tricks to get from point A to point B, from before to after. Joe was mature enough to realize when we started working together that the only way to actually have truthful and honest musical growth was to put in the time and the effort. Okay? Of course, putting in the time and the effort is not enough. You need other ingredients in the recipe. And I want to talk about those ingredients just after I show you a video of my student Jeremy and how he was playing before we started working together. And now I want to show you a video of my student Jeremy with his current progress. So, I talked about a recipe. The recipe has some ingredients. Let's talk like as if we were cooking, for example, okay? So, first ingredient is putting in the time and the effort. It's unavoidable. There is no substitute to actually putting in the work. The second ingredient is the insight, the methodical approach. Basically, you might be practicing again and again for days, weeks, months, years, decades, and you will see no real musical growth, no real results, because you're missing the insight, you're missing the method on how to practice. And that's actually my job. The third ingredient in the recipe is that you need to be coachable. You need to actually listen. Joe and Jeremy, that you just heard, are two cases of students that have been following my advice, have been following my method. You know, there is all this kind of, especially on the world of the electric guitar, we tend to be rebels. And that's great, but you know, be rebel in the stuff that you should be rebel. So if there's a method that leads into your musical liberation and you need to follow some kind of discipline and structure, it's not recommended to do your own thing without listening to your guitar mentor, you know? And the fourth ingredient to the recipe is basically structure. It's what the vast majority of the people that I've been speaking to are missing in their journey. Structure, like connecting the dots. What are you going to practice now, and what you're going to practice right after, and what you're going to practice right after in a period of like 6 months or 1 year is crucial to connect the steps, you know, because most people get into the trap of following like YouTube and online forums, whatever the algorithm from YouTube shows you, or whatever like some random guy in a Facebook forum just recommends to you. And by doing this again and again, you basically end up getting lost. And even if you have, like, even if you're putting in the time without structure, it's not gonna work. So these are the four elements the four ingredients in the recipe that I believe will lead you to your personal, to utilizing, to reaching your full musical potential. So if you want to really reach your full musical potential and you want to finally embark on an honest path with no flashy cool aid courses, reach out and let's see if we are a good fit to start cooking together.